Hi there, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Florida Homestead Exemption and how it benefits homeowners here in Florida. If you have purchased a home in Florida recently, or if you're thinking about purchasing a home here, then this information could be very useful to you. If you have not thought about moving to Florida, the information I share with you may have you start thinking about moving to Florida. So please stay tuned. My name is Yvonne Bravo Brown. I am a realtor with Keller Williams Partners. I help buyers and sellers in the purchase and sale of their homes here in South Florida. So today we're going to be talking about the Florida Homestead Exemption and how it protects or how it helps Florida homeowners in several ways. I am going to be focusing on three particular ways in which this exemption is beneficial to the Florida homeowner. First, it offers an exemption from taxation that shields a portion of your home's property value from property taxes, which can result in a substantial reduction in your property taxes. Second, through the Save Our Homes assessment limitation, your property taxes cannot increase more than 3% or the percent change in the consumer price index, whichever is less. And the third way is that it protects homeowners from losing their homes to creditors in the event of bankruptcy. It provides an exemption from forced sale that is among one of the most protective in the United States. So let's talk about number one, exemption to taxation. The Florida Homestead Exemption is available to all Florida homeowners. You must own and occupy the home as your permanent and primary residence. It does not apply to investment homes, to rental homes, to a second home, to vacation home, or even to businesses. Florida law provides for a lower tax assessment on homestead properties. Under the Florida Constitution, every homeowner may receive up to $50,000 in exemption on their home. The first $25,000 is free from all taxation, including school board taxes. The second, however, is not free from school board taxes. So the second of $25,000, you are going to be taxed the school board taxes for that. A complicated formula is used for these calculations, which is beyond the scope of this video. But here is the general idea. If you have an assessed home for $400,000 and you receive the first $25,000 exemption, and if the second exemption of $25,000 is applied, less the school district taxes, then you're only paying taxes on $350,000, which is the remaining assessed value of the home. If you purchase a home in Florida, or rather if you acquire a home that had homestead, it does not entitle you, the buyer, the new buyer, to retain the homestead or the low homestead exemption that was enjoyed by the previous owner, because homestead exemption cannot be transferred, it cannot be purchased, and it cannot be inherited. You do not get the homestead exemption automatically when you purchase a home. You will need to file an application no later than March 1st, because that is the deadline. If March 1st falls on a holiday or the weekend, then it will be the next business day. I normally encourage my customers to file immediately after closing so as to minimize missing that March 1st deadline, which is set by the Florida law, because you're entitled to the homestead exemption on January 1st. Filing your application will have to be done in the county in which the property is located, and that is done at the property's appraiser's office. While most counties still do paper filing, there are a few counties, the larger ones, that you could file your exemption online. To file your application for homestead, you'll need to provide proof of ownership. The recorded deed must be in the name of the individual applying for homestead. If your document has already been recorded in the county, then you do not need to bring that with you. You will need proof of permanent Florida residency. All applicants must provide a Florida driver's license or a Florida state ID. You will have to surrender any other you will have to surrender any other driver's license you have, because you can't claim residency in another state. Along with your ID, you will need to have your voter's registration or your declaration of domicile. If you are not a U.S. resident, you will still need to provide your Florida driver's license or your Florida ID, along with proof of permanent residency. When filling out the application, the state requests information of all the owners on the premises and who is filing. They're going to ask you for the name of your current employer. They will need your most recent tax return, also your social security number. These are just some of the information they'll be asking of you. To make it easier, you could simply download my application for homestead exemption when you're done watching this video. You do not have to refile every year for your homestead exemption. Once you have filed just this once, that is it. It automatically renews. Another way in which the homestead exemption benefits homeowners is through the Saver a Home assessment limitation. It caps the rate by which the assessment may increase annually. After the first year you receive your exemption, the assessment for each year following that cannot increase more than 3% or the percent change in the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, whichever is less. So this is where it gets really good for the Florida homeowner. If you decide to move, if you purchase a new home, or if you have an existing home in Florida, the Portability Home Transfer will allow you to port or to transfer up to $500,000 of the benefit from your old home to your new home, lowering the property taxes on your new home. You do not have to sell your home in order to qualify for this portability. All you have to do is abandon the existing home. After you've abandoned your existing home, you can transfer your homestead exemption to either the newly purchased home or the existing home. Finally, a very important benefit that the homestead exemption offers is the protection to homeowners from losing their homes to creditors in the event of bankruptcy. Think about O.J. Simpson and all those other famous people that moves here. It provides an exemption from forced sale that is among one of the most protective in the U.S. It provides no limit to the value of certain real estate property that can be protected from creditors. The Florida Homestead Exemption can offer absolute protection except under 4 special circumstances. The first one, you're not protected from Florida State and its municipalities or the counties from collecting past due property taxes from investors or for tax liens or tax certificates. The second one is that you cannot be protected from your bank because the bank has your home as collateral. The third is that you cannot be protected from mechanics or construction loan. If you had someone do home improvement to your property, then you have to pay that person and a lien can be placed against your home. So when you sell that home, the mechanic loan has to be paid up. And last, if you had creditors that were owed prior to your home exemption, those creditors will have to be paid up as well. Florida has made safeguarding its residents' homes a priority. Because of the powerful homestead protection provided by the Florida Constitution, your home can be a source of comfort and emotional stability. It can be a financial safety net and a solid foundational asset on which to build or to rebuild your economic life. Really and truly, there is no home like a Florida home. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you found this information very beneficial. For more details about the homestead exemption, you can go ahead and download my application for a homestead exemption. Please subscribe to my channel for the most recent information. Hit the like button and leave me a comment so I know what you're thinking. I will see you in the next video.